Hey guys, Kimberly Denise here, and I wanted to talk to you today about the power of intention and the power of setting an intention in order to help you achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve in life, in business, in relationships, whatever it might be. And I'll tell you a little story. The other day I was going through the drive-through Starbucks, and I didn't have my kids with me. I was by myself, but yet I was driving my car, and I have 3 car seats in the car. There's one next to me, and then there's 2 in the back. And I was going through the drive-through, and the person in the window, they looked at me, and then they looked at the car seats, and then they looked at me again, and they're like, "Do you have kids?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have 3." And she's like, "Oh, you don't look like someone that would have kids." And I'm like, "Okay." And I actually get that sometimes. It might be because I might look small, and like people think that I'm too young to have kids, or I don't really know what it is. Maybe because I am in decent shape, and some people look at women having children as women being out of shape, or they relate that something like that. And I got to thinking about it and I asked myself, how is it that some people, they do go and they have children, and then they kind of let themselves go, and they end up being being overweight. And for me, I didn't allow myself to do that, and it was all intentional. I remember a woman that I used to work with. She told me something, and she's on my friends list. I wonder if she'll see this video. I'm not sure. But she said something to me, and I never forgot it. When I was pregnant with my first daughter, she told me, she's like, "Kimberly, you're a beautiful young lady. Take care of yourself, and make sure that even after this baby comes, that you give yourself time. You have time for yourself, because it's very important. Don't let yourself go. You're still very young." I think I was only like 19 at the time. I'm like, all right. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And like, that always stuck in my head. So after I had my baby, of course my baby was my first priority. But at the same time, I made sure that I made time for myself. And during my pregnancy, I stayed very healthy as can be. I made sure not to eat the wrong foods. And of course, I gave in to cravings and stuff like that every once in a while. But I made sure to not give in and use pregnancy as an excuse to eat whatever I want, because I knew that I would gain a lot of weight. And I told myself, I'm like, I'm not going to be one of those people. I'm not going to be the one who lets themselves go, lets themselves gain all this weight, and then be stuck afterwards and be depressed and just all this stuff that I always saw. So the reason why, and I've had 3 children since then, and I've been able to bounce back pretty easily after all of them, only because I made the decision to do that. Only because I made the decision beforehand that I would never allow myself to be in that position, number 1. Number 2, during the pregnancy, I made decisions and intentions to stay in shape and to get back into shape afterwards. And if I had not done that, or maybe if she had never said that to me, it wouldn't have brought me aware of, or made me aware that I'm actually in control of that situation. And so how does that relate to other areas of life? How does it relate to business? Well, if you're not setting intentions for the things that you want, say in your business, for example, if you're not setting an intention on the amount of income that you want to earn, maybe this week or this month or even this year, or maybe within the next 90 days, you can kind of end up anywhere. You can kind of end up anywhere. And how powerful intentions are is they actually have like an electromagnetic power to them. I don't know if I almost didn't say that right. It's a little windy out here. But they have an electromagnetic power to them, in that when you set that intention, you state it, and you believe that it's something that you can do, and you're committed to making it a reality, the universe is going to go to work for you, and it's going to provide the thing that you need. One of my favorite speakers, Les Brown, he said, "The how is none of your business." And I love that. I love that, because I used to be somebody who focused on the how so much. Oh, I wanted to do these things, but the how is like, oh, well, how are you going to do it? And where are you going to get this? And how are you going to do that? And da-da-da-da-da. I would always worry about that so much, and it stopped me from doing the things that I wanted to do, or even trying, because I was so scared of taking the first step, and I wanted to figure it all out beforehand. And the most important thing for us to realize is that the how is none of our business. The how is really up to a force that's greater than ourselves. For me, it's God. The how is up to something that's beyond our control. The only thing we can control is setting the intention and just taking the first steps. One of my favorite quotes is from Henry David Thoreau. And he says, "Advance confidently in the direction of your dreams and endeavor to live the life that you've imagined and you will meet with success unexpected in common hours. I'm going to repeat that again, and we're going to dissect it, okay? Because I thought about this and it was freaking cool. So he says, advance confidently in the direction of your dreams, okay? That's the beginning. He doesn't say advance confidently and know exactly how to get there. He doesn't say advance confidently with a plan and have everything written down and know exactly the steps you're going to take. All he says is just advance confidently in the direction. In the direction. He doesn't even say advance confidently and do it step by step, you know, to the T of exactly the plan that you're going to follow. He just says advance confidently in the direction of your dreams, and you will and endeavor to live the life you have imagined. Use your imagination. You know, Bob Proctor explains in his work that the imagination is one of the most powerful faculties of our mind that we have, and so many people don't use it. Start using it. Start imagining the life that you want. Start imagining the things that you want. I thought my phone turned off for a minute there. Start imagining the results that you would like to have, the body that you would like to have, the money that you want in your bank account. Start using your imagination to imagine the things that you want, the way that you want to live. And then as you advance confidently in the direction of your dreams and you endeavor to live that life that you've been imagining, guess what? You being consistent on that path, God, the universe, whatever you believe in, is going to deliver to you the resources, the people, the how, right? He's going to deliver to you the way. He's going to deliver to you what you need in order to make it a reality. And guess what? Just like Henry David Thoreau says, you will meet with success unexpected in common hours. And what does that mean? I actually thought about that and what that means to me. Success unexpected. You know, we should always expect the best, right? But to have success unexpected, it means boom, one day something's going to happen and that opportunity is going to come to you and you're going to be ready for it because you've been expecting it, because you've been imagining it, because you've been preparing, because you've been on the path to get that thing. It's just all of a sudden like a flash, you're going to be there. You're going to be there. Success is going to meet with you unexpectedly, and it says in common hours. It means in just everyday life. You're just going to be going about your life, doing what you do every day, doing your income producing activities. You're going to be doing whatever it is that you do to work on your business or your health. You're going to be in the gym. You're going to be doing whatever it is that you do, but with the intention inside of your mind and inside of your heart of that thing that you've been imagining. Because in order to be successful, you have to do things in a certain way. You don't have to do certain things. You have to do things in a certain way. Part of doing them in that certain way is to be expectant of the things that you want and to constantly do everything with that thing in mind, that dream in mind, that vision in mind that you have. So you're going to meet with that success unexpected in common hours. Isn't that beautiful? That's my favorite quote, I think, of all time. And, you know, I've always kept it close to my heart ever since I heard it. And it's helped me along the journey that I've been on to remember that, you know what, if I just keep going in the direction, it doesn't matter if I know everything. Because it really doesn't. And if you are worried about that, let me tell you, you're going to get stuck where you are. You're going to get stuck aiming, never firing. You're never going to take action because you're going to be paralyzed by questions and wondering how am I going to do it? So make a new commitment today. Stop worrying about the how. Start taking the first steps in the direction of your dreams and just endeavor to live the life that you've imagined. If you haven't been imagining a life, start imagining it now. And if people tell you that it's stupid and that it's silly and that you're crazy for imagining, that's fine, because guess what? Most people that I know that are wealthy and that are rich, they're a little crazy, they're a little silly, they're a little weird, and that's fine with me, and I'm fine with being weird. I'm fine with being weird and wealthy than being normal and broke and mediocre and living that life. That's a path I already tried. I don't recommend it. I highly recommend the wealth side. I highly recommend the side where you're actually living that dream. So I hope this video helped you. I hope that you've learned a little bit more today about what an intention is, how to set it, how to focus, and how to just advance confidently in the direction of that dream that you have. Take action. That's the most important thing you can do. Implement what you learned today. Rewatch this video again. Take some notes if you didn't already, and just implement. Go do it.